From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. Sessions from Studio A is a showcase for some of the best music here in Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin, and beyond. We record the artists right here in WNIJ's Studio A and bring the concerts to you wherever you're listening from. We are kicking off another year of local music with Half Catholic. The band from Rockford put out their latest EP, Art in Heaven, last August. We'll hear them perform songs from that EP and lots of new unreleased ones as well. We'll also talk with band members this hour. It's Half Catholic on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. Our guest this week is Half Catholic from Rockford, who stopped by Studio A to play songs from their latest EP, Art in Heaven. We'll also hear lots of new unreleased songs from the band, and I'll talk with band members later on. But first, let's get into Studio A for some music from Half Catholic. This one starts off the band's EP and their set this hour. It's Pour It On Lightly by Half Catholic, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Fast
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Half Catholic performing live in Studio A, and I'm here with the band. Thanks for coming out to DeKalb, everybody. It was a great show. Your new debut EP is Art in Heaven, and it's out now. Recently came out. I want to talk about that in a little bit, but first, give us some background on the band. Where are you guys from, and how did the band get together? Give us a little background on you guys.
Me and Jacob are from the Rockford area, and Dan and Hayden, they're from Dixon. And me and Jacob have been playing together for, 10, 12 years, something like that. And I just knew Dan and Hayden independently. And just when we were looking for members, reached out, and it was just kind of coincidence that they lived in the same town.
Your first single came out around like 2021. You said you guys have been playing together for a while, but then is this project newer, Half Catholic?
Well, me and Jake were in a band for like 5 years. That broke up in 2019, and we pretty much immediately just started writing and recording new material with plans to have a new band. And then COVID happened, and while that happened, we each kind of invested in home studios, and that kind of expedited the recording and writing process. And we were able to put together a decent amount of demos so we could sort of submit them to potential musicians that might want to join our band. And we've been playing shows since summer of 2021.
That had to be an interesting time. It seems like a lot of musicians around COVID were taking that time to like re-examine themselves and kind of shifting focus a lot since people couldn't play out, obviously. Tell us a little bit about that time and how that kind of got you guys started off.
Yeah, it was an interesting time it was nice to kind of have that, like, I think musicians, artists, if they have a little bit of competitiveness, sometimes it feels like everyone's out there doing a bunch of stuff and you're kind of on the sidelines, but it was kind of like everyone was sidelined. So it was nice to feel like we're in a good position. At the time, it seemed like we were the only ones in the world that were making music. And of course, it turns out everybody was. And there's a lot of albums written and recorded in that time. But it was just kind of a nice way to get a fresh start.
Yeah, I think the previous project we were in we were hitting it pretty hard show-wise. And it was kind of nice to regroup and take some time and just write without the pressure of having shows coming up that we have to prep for. And John was just coming out with some music, and it was just nice to take kind of a little break during that time.
I was on furlough from work, so I was like, I'll just join another band. I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, how many bands are you in right now, Dan?
Only 2 currently.
Okay. And so I got to ask, the name Half Catholic. Were any of you guys, raised Catholic? Where does the name come from?
Yeah, I was raised Catholic, and I went to Catholic schools for most of my life. And my mom was pretty involved in the church when I was a kid. Spent a lot of time in that whole system. The name, it really was just my brother had thought of that name for something else, and he didn't end up using it, so I asked if I could take it from him. I had a list on my phone of potential band names, and it seemed like it was really hard to find a good one, and we just committed to it. But there's not a whole lot of symbolism or anything behind it, other than being raised Catholic, and definitely not really I'm not really a very religious person as an adult.
Right.
So I meet a lot of Catholics they come up to me and they tell me that basically that they feel like they're half Catholic too. So I guess it resonates.
Catholic with It Takes a Lot of Effort to Be Alone, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. You can find that song and more on the band's debut EP, Art in Heaven. That was released last August. It's on all the usual streaming platforms and on Bandcamp, available for purchase. After the break, we'll talk with band members more about that EP, Art in Heaven, and we'll hear more live recordings. It's Half Catholic this hour on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt with Rockford's Half Catholic this hour, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. We've been hearing from their new EP, Art in Heaven, which you can find out now streaming on Spotify and Apple Music, and available for purchase and download over on Bandcamp. This next one is not on the EP, it's the first single the band ever put out, titled Slow Down. And this is that song recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. It's Half Catholic.
That's just me. conversation, and I've been insufferable. I don't know what to do, man, 'cause I need a new plan. My appetite is spinning over time, self-capitulating. My inner child destroys whatever's mine. I'm done communicating. Beating up and far long. 'Cause I don't wanna do this anymore. Well, I'm sorry, I know we're tired of this conversation, and I've been insufferable. I don't know what to do, man. I need a new plan. I need a new
Let's start talking about this new EP now. It's the first EP you guys have put out after this first batch of singles, Art in Heaven. First off, tell us about that title, Art in Heaven.
Well, that title it's from the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven. And it was just sort of a tongue-in-cheek reference with the Catholic thing in our name. And also I find kind of humorous in music being just taking it so seriously as art. And while it is a serious art form, and I certainly am serious about it, but it just seems kind of, it's a little bit, it's not super serious, but it is, just kind of a little play on that part of the Lord's Prayer, and just committed to it early and kind of came up with some concepts of how we are going to do the art and stuff. So
Yeah, and you did the art yourself, John?
Oh, no, actually I have a twin brother named Joe. And he did the artwork. He does pretty much all of our artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, very
And
cool.
I kind of pitched him an idea, and he came around with a few different things. And
Yeah, the title, it's almost like a pun, Art in Heaven, because, from the prayer, but then also the cover art is
Yeah.
like these angels sort of in heaven, and it looks like it's maybe like a screen print or something like that. Tell us about the artwork.
well, basically it's supposed to kind of look like little kids praying in church, and sort of inspired by like precious moments. If you are familiar with those little things they give the kids when they get their first communion and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd initially kind of had this idea of something with a church, and he knew what I was trying to articulate and took it to a whole different level.
Let's talk a little bit about the production of this EP. You mentioned you had some of your stuff mixed down in Austin, Texas, and I think this EP was too. Tell us a little bit about the production process, how all of that worked out.
Well, what we do is I have a home studio, and then Jacob has a home studio, and we all actually kind of have our own workstations, and we tracked everything ourselves and just kind of built the tracks up and did the production ourselves, just layering stuff and adding and taking away and building up and breaking down along the way. And then our friends Eric and Mike, who did it in Austin, they have a studio there called Studio 601, and they're doing a lot, probably because of the COVID pandemic, started doing a lot of like remote, like send your Logic sessions or Pro Tools sessions.
Yeah, that's cool that you can, work with somebody all the way in Texas so easily.
It's pretty wild. I feel like before, like just getting the big file sizes, like maybe 10 years ago, it just wasn't quite as doable. But now it's pretty amazing what you can do just through Dropbox and other web applications. So yeah, it's a pretty nice way for us to work, because you get to do kind of the fun stuff of just adding the production layers, but then you don't have to do like the real busy work of like the EQing and all that stuff that I just don't really know how to do. Let the professionals handle that.
I want to ask about some of the songs on the EP. Pour It On Lightly is the start of the EP, and you guys played that one today. Tell us about Pour It On Lightly.
That's usually our set opener. It's kind of a quiet verse, loud chorus song. You know, the lyrics are about commentary culture we live in, where everyone's kind of a critic. And for a time there, I just felt really self-conscious about putting stuff out. It's a weird time period that I went through where for some reason I was like really convinced that I was gonna get real like dumped on for doing it, and it's not. I just in my own head. So I think that it deals with the comment section's gonna come after me. Just like be gentle, please.
Pour It On Lightly.
Yeah, exactly.
What helped you get over that feeling of, because it can be a daunting thing putting out a piece of your own art into the world. It's almost like putting a piece of yourself out into the world. What kind of helped you get past that?
I think just once we did eventually put out our singles and started playing out, I just kind of I think a lot of it was being so isolated for however long that was with COVID that it sort of screwed up like my perception of how like just society, like dealing with people. Everyone was so online for that period of time. But just after being out there, I realized everyone's kind of got their own stuff. They're not worried about me, and if they are, then it's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, I'm pretty secure with that now, thankfully.
Catholic. You're hearing the band recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. Find more from Half Catholic streaming on Spotify and Apple Music, and download their debut EP, Art in Heaven, over on Bandcamp. You can also follow Half Catholic on Facebook and on Instagram at Half Catholic. Stay with us for more from the band coming up. This is Sessions from Studio A. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and if you're just joining us, our guest is Half Catholic from Rockford. We're hearing their live recording in WNIJ's Studio A. You can hear this full episode and find behind-the-scenes video of Half Catholic performing live over at WNIJ.org. Just click on Sessions from Studio A under the Music tab. This next one is one of the first singles the band put out back after they formed in 2021. It's titled What's Good Is Gone. And this is Half Catholic performing that song live in WNIJ's Studio A.
Cautiously optimistic of what's to become. I asked a few more questions, been answered for none. May take forever. It's whatever. I'm always waiting in the wings. Cover me in silence, I'm the next of kin. Solder in my teeth. Hang me on the grapevine with my velvet teeth. I go on to weep. I'm back just to leave myself. Running in the wilderness since the S&P. I go on to weep. I don't wanna hear it with my rosary. Scars on both my knees. At my own back just to keep myself from drowning. Don't be so slack, I'm a extra kid. Release the floodgates so the world stops moving. She's been lying on her side. Now everything was bubbling, nothing's right. We had a couple minutes to ourselves, so baby, come on. And if you're gonna be alone, forget the enemies are out of your cup, I'm indifferent. 'Cause I would rather be alone. Forever's enemy out on my floor like this. Give me up all night. She's going steady on the S&P. I go on to green. Running back just to keep myself. Running on her side. Now everything was open out of sight. We had a lot of sense, but now we're blind. So baby, come on. So baby, come on. So baby, come on.
Where can people follow you to keep up with dates and any shows you're having? What's the best place for people to give you a follow there?
We're on Facebook and Instagram, and we're at Half Catholic. On most platforms, that's our handle.
And your music is streaming on Spotify and those usual places as well. And you guys have a Bandcamp too, where people can buy the EP and get that download on there.
Yep, and we have Bandcamps, our digital. We have our merch over at Dan's label, Mostly Annoyed, and that's where you can get the physical CDs and tapes. And that's just what is it, mostlyanoid.com?
Yep.
Yeah, so if you go there, you'll find our CD and cassette tapes.
Awesome. Mostlyanoid.com for the physical copies. And then and people need to check out YouTube also to see that music video for Slow Down.
By the time this airs, we will have released at least one more music video, but possibly two. So
Awesome.
if you go to our YouTube, we might have even more music videos then.
Perfect. Well, Half Catholic, thank you guys so much for coming out to DeKalb today and playing in Studio A. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
I put my best foot forward most every day. You know I'm apoplectic, I both feel the same.
Half Catholic on Sessions from Studio A. That one will bring a close to our show for this week and the band's live performance. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks to Half Catholic for performing in Studio A. The band is John Tallman, singing lead vocals and playing guitar, Hayden Sweet on lead guitar, Jacob Verbal on drums, and Daniel Edmonds on bass. And you can find more from Half Catholic over on their Bandcamp page and on Spotify and Apple Music. Pick up a physical copy of their EP, Art in Heaven, over on mostlyanoid.com. Also, check out behind-the-scenes video from the band's performance in Studio A over on WNIJ.org. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are Ethan Patterson, Mike Lundgren, and yours truly. I'm Spencer Tritt, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.